Marriage is foundational, Lewis, because it is on this relationship that God began to build society. Human society in all its forms depends on marriage for its survival. With all traditional values and foundations being assaulted at every turn, is it any surprise that marriage is under attack as well? People are confused about marriage today. Marriage is the foundation upon what the church, the community of believers, rests.
That's right, Penny. The church rests on marriage. You know, the relationship between Christ and his church as a model for that which should exist between husband and wife, a relationship of respect, mutual submission, and sacrificial love.
A healthy house is the key to both healthy church and healthy society.
1 Timothy 3, 4, and 5, Paul reminds us that one must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him with proper respect. If anyone does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? This is why God tells us in Genesis 1:28 that we need to take charge, be fruitful, and multiply.
Multiply, yes. Marriage is not mandatory to procreate. We see that in the world system. But in the kingdom of God, procreate is part of marriage, taking responsibility to care and conceive as we plan a family and future together.
Yes, 1 Timothy 5:8 reminds us, if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for his immediate family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever.
There is nothing sinful or non-biblical about careful advanced planning, family planning. But remember, family planning does not mean having an abortion. True family planning is mature, responsible stewardship.
That's right. You know, sex is not the primary purpose of marriage either.
What?
No. You know, Christians often want to get married because they want to have sex. Remember, sexual union is not and never has been the same thing as marital union. First of all, marriage involves commitment. You know, sex has very little to do with commitment. It's really 100% physical response to a physical and biochemical makeup. Sex is one expression of commitment in marriage, but it never creates commitment.
This is why people need to understand fellowship and relationship prior to being married.
That's right.
We have ministered to a lot of couples, and so many of them just did not understand that. Once you have relationship, that you've had sexual relationship with your partner, that already is a different union. But when you can have fellowship first, you build on the proper foundation that God has designed so that you understand. If you can commune together with speaking and your likes and share that, then the sexual part, the relationship part, will come very easily.
That's right. Yes. And you know, the other thing that I think we deal with a lot is the fact that people continually ask the question about adultery and how that, you know, is right or wrong in a Christian marriage, if it's right or wrong to get divorced because one of the spouse has committed adultery. Adultery does not break a marriage. Sex does not create a marriage, as we now understand. So how can it break up a marriage? You know, we know that adultery is sin, but breaking a marriage is choice.